My name's Simon Nuttall and my hobby in life is all things steam engines. My first real experience hands-on steam was when I was 17, when I discovered the Steam Narrowboat President, which was a working narrowboat run and operated by volunteers. I saw an article in a magazine and thought that looked good, promptly joined the society and spent the first few months of one of my school holidays learning how to work a steam engine and crewing on President, which I then did for the next 15 years or so, becoming a fireman, a driver and a steerer, as well as a captain on the boat. President introduced me to lots of elements of steam, but it was all steam for other people. When our children were born, I largely stopped doing President and we started taking the children to steam rallies. Meeting and seeing other people within the steam world sort of opened my eyes to having my own steam engine and moving from operating other people's engines to operating mine. And I began to see that if everything went right, I might be able to one day own my own steam engine of some shape or size. I saw that at a lot of steam rallies there were miniature traction engines, which at the time seemed to me to be the closest I would be able to get to my dream of having a full-size traction engine. These miniatures are often around about 6 foot long, 5 foot long, weigh about a ton and are capable of going along the road. So they're proper steam engines in all but size. So I discovered there was a company in Daventry, Steam Traction World, that would sell you machine kits in monthly instalments to enable you to build it. So in 2011, I came home one day and told my wife that I'd agreed to buy one of these kits and started building that at home 1 or 2 evenings a week. It took me 4.5 years to get it finished, and the first rally that I went to was in 2015, and it was brilliant to be able to smell the smoke and the warm oil, and just to be able to enjoy being and riding behind or on my own traction engine. And there's lots of like-minded folk that you can ask for help, and they will tell you that give you the benefit of their experience. It's one thing having a miniature, but you see the people at rallies with full-size engines, you think, no, it'd be great if I could do that. And at the time seemed as close as I would get to the dream of being able to have a full-size engine. So eventually, having had my miniature for 5 or 6 years, there was an old building at our office that I was able to convert into a steam engine shed, and also managed to find enough money to put together to buy my own traction engine, which is what I did in August 2020. I put the word out in spring of 2020 to look for an engine, as there aren't that many engines around and all the best ones get snapped up by word of mouth. And I was put in touch with this engine in around about February, and then after lockdown has eased, I was able to go and see it and agree a price. Didn't shake hands, weren't allowed to shake hands at the time, and sure enough, in August last year the engine was delivered and arrived here at Oakley House and was put in its own engine shed for the first time. And thus the dream of owning my own traction engine was actually realised. Not everyone can achieve their dreams, but I was able to do that.